Maxwell on 100.7 WMMS.
All right, you guys got the Maxwell Show. 216-578-1007. 1-800-348-1007. Let's talk to John in Parma. You're on the Maxwell Show. Go ahead.
Hey, Maxwell, what's going on?
What's up, dude?
Hey, I was hearing talk about the Ambien thing, and
Right.
The funny thing is, I'm not even on the drug, and I have all those symptoms. I sleepwalk all the time. I eat. My wife thinks I'm nuts.
Yeah, I would highly recommend staying away then.
My wife's staying away from me?
Now say you stay away from the Ambien, sir.
Yes, sir. I know. I hear you loud and clear.
Hey, thank you. Yeah, I used to sleepwalk when I was a kid all the time. All the time.
Right into your stepmother's room? That's a good excuse. Why are you on my ass? I'm sorry, I'm sleepwalking, Mom.
What'd you say?
Ambien. Made me hungry for, my stepmom's panties. You sicko.
What was a little boy to do? She was 22 and hot, and I was in like 6th, 7th grade. It's a biology issue. It's a survival of the fittest issue. It's evolution.
That's one way to put it.
Evolution.
Was your father like a stud-looking type guy? Or
No,
was he?
Dude.
No, he was just able to give out good grades.
Oh.
Oh, that was his catch?
Well, yeah, she was one of his students. Cracker Man, welcome to the show.
I know that. I know that. I know the story.
Psychology major, right? A lot of oral reports in that class.
Did she graduate at least?
Yes.
What was a grade point average?
4 stars.
I think she did pretty well.
And a smiley face.
She's got her own business now.
She does?
Yeah, her own therapy business. Dude, they came full circle, man. They were a wreck. They turned it around. It's actually a very inspiring story. Got divorced, got back together. It's inspiring. They were a mess for a while, though.
Dude, you had
The whole time I was growing up in the house, as a matter of fact.
You had a screwed up childhood, man.
Yeah, you did, man. I feel sorry for you, Bing. But every day it gets worse and worse, man. You got mad stuff in your closet, man.
You do, man. One of these, I can't wait until you let it all out.
He got to walk.
Oh, I will.
Because I have an idea on what it is.
I will. This is a 2 to 3 year down the road. The show's doing well, and people have proven that you can pretty much admit this and they'll still like you type situation, and then I'll blow the doors open.
Yeah, I got 2 of those, too.
But until then, I'm keeping the door closed.
Is Ethel still alive?
No.
She died?
Oh, yeah, man.
That sucks, man. You had her working when she was like 80, right? When you was like 7?
She had gray hairs. I don't know.
Poor sister.
Just when I want to start feeling bad for you, it's like, oh, yeah, that's right. Summer vacations in Atlanta with a black maid. Right. Your childhood sucked. Because you're always like, yeah, dude, no, how could I be racist? I'm not racist. But, dude, you were born into a family where your grandfather was the dean of Emory. Deep in the South.
I know.
Back then. With a black servant. Dude, it doesn't get much more racist than that. I don't care if you're paying her or not.
That was Ethel's husband?
What?
Your grandfather's
No.
slave? Yes, it was, man. They brought it all down the line. Ethel was probably the daughter of his grandfather's slaves or something.
I didn't have slaves.
Are you sure?
Are you?
She made great chicken salad, though.
It would be chicken salad.
She did. Fritters.
And punt.
You need all that good food to get through that town.
Oh, that town's butt.
Jesus.
Atlanta. Jesus.
I remember when they were walking us through there, they were like, yeah, this is where the bomb went off for the Olympics.
I was like, way to sell it.
Right. The guy's like, hey, yeah, you guys are going to love it down here. This is where the bomb went off. I was like, Jesus, somebody should come back. This place sucks. I remember when we were walking through there, all I could think is, Jesus Christ, this means we still have to work for Bo.
Yeah, Frank in Brook Park, you're on the Maxwell Show. Go ahead.
Hey, I just want to talk to you guys on the subject of pills. I just want to let you guys know I had a real bad experience with that Percocet and Oxycontin. I had back problems. Doctor starts you off on Vicodin. Then he goes ahead and ups it to Percocet. And the next thing you know, he throws this little pill at you and says, hey, just take this one. It lasts longer. A lot less side effects, a lot less withdrawal.
And then next thing you know, you're crushing it up on a plate with a driver's license. I got it, right?
Bad news. You know what? Listen, everybody out there, don't mess with that stuff. I've been off of it for almost a year and a half. I had to go through full-blown detox rehab at the Cleveland Clinic. And I'll tell you, it's the best place to go if you do need help, too, by the way. But I have still not been the same. Once you put that stuff in your body, you will never be the same. That pill is the devil, that Oxycontin.
What do you mean, like, when you say that you'll never be the same, you mean that even after all this time, it still calls your name, you'll never be the same, or you're chronically depressed, never be the...
You know, the depression starts to kind of go away, but it does linger with you. The depression gets better and better as time goes by, but somehow genetically your body and your brain and you just don't feel the same. You just do not feel the same like you did before you put the drug in your body.
Take a pill then.
What? Like you can't get the same joy out of life that you did prior? Is that what you're...
Very similar to that. That's definitely an example. Your taste buds are different. Your smell is different. Your hearing is different. The way you breathe, the way you sleep, the way you do things, it's just not the same.
What do you mean the way you breathe?
Your breathing is actually because the Oxycontin, the way it actually makes you breathe harder or it makes you breathe faster. And what happens is your body is just like all over the place. It's just never stabilized. You're just not stable. You're not, get up in the morning, get going, have a cup of coffee. You have a good day. It's like that tiredness that you have in the morning, it just hits you throughout the day at different points and times. And there's nothing wrong with me medically. I mean, I've been to a cardiologist. I've been to, several doctors. And it's just the aftermath of the Oxycontin. I mean, it does something to your body.
Now, did you have to go to treatment? Like you go to, I know you said treatment at the Cleveland Clinic. You go to meetings or?
Well, it was a stay-in full rehab for 2 weeks. I mean, you're in a hospital. They give you a bed. You're in a room. They bring you down. They give you different medicine. They give you methadone, so the withdrawal is not as bad. The methadone treatment lasts for about 3 days because if you just get off of it right away, cold turkey, things can happen. I mean, your blood pressure could drop. Your heart can go nuts. I mean, people die from it. So, but they wean you down good. Then they put you on this drug. It's called Suboxone.
Oh, yeah, Suboxone. Yeah, I saw that on HBO.
That's a
on that addiction.
Drug.
And you still feel bad on that stuff.
Well, here, now you put that stuff under your tongue. It's an orange pill. It dissolves. You take 3 a day. You feel pretty good. You don't have the withdrawal. But here's what happens. After about 9-10 months, that Suboxone starts to make you feel like you just don't feel right. You're really constipated. Your mood swings are up and down if you don't have. Then if you run out of the Suboxone, the withdrawal from the Suboxone is just as bad if you don't have the oxys. But it's a different type of withdrawal because the Suboxone actually builds up a shelf life in your brain. And if you don't have it for 2-3 days, it's not as bad. But like on the 5th, 6th, 7th day, you're back in hell. I mean, it's so bad. It's almost to the point where it's almost as bad or if not even worse than the actual Oxycontin withdrawal that you go through. It's a living
hell. Now, are you going to be part of this class action lawsuit that's being filed against Purdue Pharma for being put on this stuff?
I heard all about it, and I haven't done anything. I haven't really, gone to any, legal counsel or anything like that. But I mean, I'll tell you what, these people, and I'm a prime candidate that have been exposed to this and lied to by doctors. I'm not talking about drug seekers that go out and abuse this stuff. I mean, people that have, clinical problems and they do suffer from pain that were prescribed to it by doctors, and these doctors that were misled by Purdue. I mean, you can't just take 2, 3 years or 10 years of somebody's life, throw it down the sewer, and just say, hey, everything's okay now. I mean, it's horrible. It's horrible. I think the people were just not, that stuff should be completely banned. I mean, I've watched other people that have been on it, lose their houses, divorces, lose their families, suicide. I mean, it'll just ruin you. There's nothing worse than to put that in your body.
You make me don't even want to drink an Old Duels tonight, man. Jeez Louise, man.
Hey, thank you, dude. I appreciate it.
Bad.
Thank you.
No problem, bud. Peace out.
Yeah. Well, we're talking about Ambien now. And moved on to a whole new horse there, apparently, there.
Was all that stuff supposed to make me not want to try it?
You're a stoner, man.
Because I got to tell you. I kind of feel like losing my house, my God, my wife, my girlfriend, my bank account. I already don't have a car. I'm saying, dude, I'm ahead of the curve.
All right. You guys get the Maxwell Show, 216-578-1007, 1-800-348-1007.